North Korea is becoming even more brutal, and there is like happy kids just screaming. I wonder why. What?
This is the North Korea Kim Jong-un wants you to see. But this is the reality. These teenagers are being sentenced to 12 years of hard labor. Their crime? Watching and distributing television shows from South Korea. The regime is cracking down on influence from south of the border. The Economist spoke to a young woman who escaped from North Korea in 2023.
Oh wow, 2023. That's really recent.
3 of her friends were executed for sharing or watching South Korean TV shows.
I mean, that's the reality, right?
Most people in North Korea can't access the internet, but they can use USB drives and SD cards to share smuggled dramas among friends and family.
Back in the days, like we're all like old school, like classic. It's like a CDs and DVDs. So we would pass CDs around, DVDs around, and it was much more. Like, it was really harder to hide, right? Because let me tell you a story. So when I was in Suncheon, one of my friend's dad got captured and sent to 4 years of labor camp because he was watching South Korean drama. And the way they did it, it was really fascinating, and it's still like fascinating to me. So what happened was that during the time when they came in, because like it was like my friend's dad was a kanbu, right? So he had higher power. So because he had his house had electricity sometimes. So they watch drama at night, covering everything. But before the boybu came in, secret police came in, they cut the power so that they couldn't get out the CDs in a DVD player. They couldn't get the DVD out from the DVD player, and that's how he got caught. But with the USB drives and micro SD cards, it's so easy to hide, right? So sometimes you can just, like the micro SD card, for example, because those exist, you can just swallow it, right? And even like the USB drives too, like maybe you can swallow it if in a worst case, right? So yeah, like it's now it becomes a lot easier to hide and easier to transport because it's so small. One way to look really cool and also support me at the same time is buying this t-shirt right here. I am based on a true story by going to charlesnorthkorea.org, and there are many different kind of styles and cool designs. Please go check it out.
In a survey of more than 6,000 escapees, over 80% reported having watched foreign videos.
When I was in North Korea, I watched Bad Boys 1, the Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, Bad Boys 1. It was life changing, I would say, to say the least. Autumn's Tale, it's a South Korean. It's really popular. It's called Autumn's Tale or 가을 동화. It's really popular in North Korea. Watch those. Classic.
According to a UN report, executions for distributing foreign media are carried out by firing squads. The report also found that crackdowns against foreign media became harsher in 2020.
Yeah, because again, like I escaped North Korea back in 2011, right? So that was during Kim Jong-il's era, not Kim Jong-un's era. So I heard that like Kim Jong-un is even punishing people like even more harshly. And it could be life sentence at a prison or even getting executed, like the worst case.
When the pandemic started, North Korea went into lockdown. But unlike the rest of the world, it never left. Kim Jong-un has used the COVID-19 pandemic to tighten his control over the population and to keep out information from its democratic neighbor. The Economist used machine learning to analyze prominent themes across state media. Since 2019, there's been a sharp drop in mentions of South Korea. Propaganda isn't the only way the regime isolates its citizens. Satellite images reveal strengthened border walls and new trenches. This has led to a dramatic decrease in defectors escaping south.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un is empowered by support from allies in Moscow and Beijing. Xi Jinping is reviving cross-border trade with North Korea. And at a recent military parade, he put Kim center stage, along with Vladimir Putin.
러시아 연방에 대한 우크라이나 당국의 모험적인 무력 침공을 격퇴하기 위한 쿠르스크 지역 해방 작전이 승리적으로 종결되었다.
Meanwhile, North Korea is providing Russia with ammunition and troops for the war in Ukraine, in exchange for food, fuel, and technology. Kim Jong-un has taken advantage of a pandemic, a war, and the favor of fellow autocrats to cement control.
Yeah.
With powerful allies, his threat to the world and his own people is likely to increase.
So Kim Jong-un is definitely using the pandemic to control its people. And it's like, oh, we are building this wall and we're strengthening this, strengthening our border security because we don't want the COVID to come in. But COVID pandemic hasn't still left North Korea. That's really sad.